Hi, I'm Chris, Product Marketing Manager for iGUIDE and former real estate photographer. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to use your iGUIDE camera and the data that you capture from it to not only make a virtual tour, but to also capture still images that you can use instead of using another camera, as in pull them from the 360. And we're going to do that using a piece of software called Stitch. Okay, I've loaded up Stitch and I've loaded some iGUIDE data into Stitch. If you're not familiar with Stitch, it's really amazing software for PC or Mac that allows you to do all sorts of really cool stuff. You don't need it to make iGUIDEs, but it's nice to have because it allows you to move data around and edit images and do all sorts of cool stuff. So we're going to do two things in Stitch mainly. The first one is adjust the images so that they look nice, as in the 360s. So this would affect the iGUIDE that's made, and then also pull still images out of the 360s using a special tool. All right, first wise, click the little wizard hat at the top. That's the Adjust Panoramas button. This window's going to pop up, and from here you've got all these controls. You can change sliders to make the images look the way you want, preferably attractive. And there's a lot of stuff here that's going to seem really familiar. So, for example, brightness, you can make it brighter or darker. You can change the contrast. All of these things are auto-adjusted for you. But the nice thing about this is that if you want to go in there and make it look like how you want it to look, you can do that. But it's optional. It's up to you. And then finally, the star of the show, we're going to pull some images from 360. So we do that with the Take Snapshots button. It's a little camera just to the right of the wizard hat. Little icon, you click it, it's going to load up this window. This window allows you to click and drag and look around at your 360, which is kind of fun. But what appears in the window is something that you can extract as a still image. So the goal here is to put something in the window that you think would make a good image, and then click capture. And once you've done that, it'll save an image into a folder. But there's a whole bunch of options here, so let's go through them one by one. So from left to right, there is a field of view slider, allows you to zoom in and out. There's a grid option, so you can change these grid lines, or just turn them off if you want. The grid lines are really useful. They allow you to compose, artistically, but more importantly, they allow you to line your vertical lines in your image to the vertical lines in the grid. So that's really helpful to get really, precise looking and professional sort of real estate photos, which is great. You can change the aspect ratio, so 16:9, more conventional 3:2, and then 4:3. And then there's these handy next and previous buttons. When you click them, it'll just like cycle through each 360, and then you can click, or rather compose and click capture, and then just move on to the next one. And so you can create one image per room very quickly, just right from inside this window. So why don't I show you the workflow, capturing a few still images, and then I'll show you where they get saved. So we're going to click the next and previous buttons until we sort of find some things that we want to capture. So I like this area, kitchen, shows the dishwasher and stove and island. So I'm going to compose it by clicking and dragging, and I'm going to align the verticals to the vertical lines, and I think, that looks good. So I'm going to click capture, and you'll see it's captured a JPEG. There's a little thing at the top that says I captured it. So I'm going to go to the next scan, and I might think to myself, yeah, you know what, that looks pretty good. Maybe I'll just zoom out just a wee bit, and I'll click capture, and then you can see it saved another image. And then I'll go to the next scan, and I don't really want to capture an image from that, so I'll just skip it. Same with this one. Maybe I'll just move on to the, actually this is kind of cool. I'll just zoom out a little bit. Not too much to stretch it, but just enough to get some perspective. Click capture. And then I'll just move on to perhaps the living room. Zoom back in a little bit. Align my verticals, and then click capture. And so what happens now that I've captured a few images is that they're saved in a folder, and that folder is within the original project folder. And if I recall correctly, it's called snapshots. So let's see if I'm right. There you go, snapshots. So in the snapshots folder, there's going to be some images, and they are numbered, 1, 2, 3, 4, or sequentially in the order that I captured them. Well, thanks for joining me. I hope that was helpful. For more information about this particular topic and all sorts of interesting, cool iGUIDE related topics, visit the iGUIDE Help Center at help.youriGuide.com.